This is a Titans TV / Dawa Digital / Speakers Corner UK exclusive. Let's get it in.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say thank you to my brother Gabs for allowing me to discuss slavery in ancient Kemet. That's what we're going to be talking about this. Now, I have a lot of respect for Gabs, I have a lot of respect for my Kemet brothers here. But recently we've been hearing that Islam is a slave religion. We've been hearing that the Arabs have enslaved black people. That's part of that is true, and I admit that. We've had some horrible Muslims who have almost justified the slave trade. So I'm not here really defending that, because we've got that in our books, and some of it has come from Hellenistic thought. But when young people are told that Islam is the slave religion, enslaving religion, that's wrong. I want black people to come here, learn about Kemet. I believe in Kemet. But I also believe in ancient China, Mesopotamia, the Viking, the European industry. We believe in all of the history. And we say that if you are going to talk about Kemet, you got to be honest about Kemet's history. You got to be honest about the slavery that took place against black people from Kemet. That's what we're here to discuss today. And I've got proof after proof. So I don't want my young people out there and the people, because this goes out worldwide. We don't want people to be misled. And I accept this though, Gabs, that I put you on the spot somewhat. You did say you're going to bring the medicine. I said I'm going to bring the cure, and the cure's right here, baby. So we're going to be talking about the cure. So this is it. You know, when the Prophet ﷺ is involved, or when you say something about the Prophet ﷺ being a white man or a slave owner, etc., then we've got an issue. And that's the issue, and that's what we're going to be discussing here today.
So, what is your claim?
My claim is every dynasty, every empire, pre-Islamic and even during the Islamic empire, enslaved people. And I believe black people were enslaved, and black people suffered a horrible amount of slavery, just like the Arabs did. But my claim is that the Kemet people who say that Islam is worse, I don't accept that. Slavery is slavery. You know, injustice is injustice. You know, chopping off people's hands, taking them away, you know, that's wrong. We all accept that's wrong. But the Kemet, people who follow the Kemet, the ancient Kemet, need to know the reality. And that's what I'm here to bring.
Okay. Yes, what's happening? Well, like you said, I've been put on the spot here. As you can see, my brother here has bought his medicine, all in the laptop, the iPad. Well, today, me personally, I'm going to listen to what the brother has to present. Obviously, he's done some hours and hours of research. He's only told me about this, well, a couple of nights ago, and obviously brought the stuff and said he wanted to do the debate today. So I'm going to listen to what he has to say and what he has to present. I'm still going to take the time out to obviously research and go through all the evidence that he's brought, and then only then will I be able to come back and combat the information he's brought, because today I wouldn't be able to do that because I don't have the resources. Like, the brother has all his information here, I don't have no information to counter. So I'm going to listen to what he has to present, see what bits I can add and what I can't add, and then I'll come back, do my own research, and then come back and we'll have a part 2. I think the brother said we'll have a part 2 where that time we'll both have our information and we can share it with the people and see what's what. So I'm just going to hear and listen to see what the brother has to say.
So what we're going to do today then is I'm going to present the information that I've researched to show that Kemet is as much as a black slaving nation. And when we talk about Kemet, we're talking about the ancient Egyptians, the black Egyptians who slaved black Nubians, who took people away from their family. We're going to demonstrate that from scholarship. We're going to demonstrate that through artifacts. And then, yes, as you said, we're happy to have part 2. You know, any of you Kemet people from here, America, you can bring it. We'll knock you down straight, because we have to tell the truth. We have to tell the truth. You know, everyone needs to know the truth.
Bring the fire, baby.
Slavery is wrong. Be it an Arab, be it a white, be it a black, it's wrong. The Kemet people enslaved. Let's go. Have a look at this. This
Hold it there. Yep.
is Nubians. Do they look Arab to you?
It's changed. It's changed.
I will tell you.
Do these look Arab to you?
لا, this is فراعنة.
Who is it?
فراعنة.
Pharaoh.
إيه فراعنة.
Pharaoh. Who's he enslaving? What color are they?
Black.
Is he?
Yeah, black.
That's fine. Now you might say that that's the later empire. No. We don't accept that.
This is 7,000 years ago.
No. Who's Donald Redford? That's my first quote. I'm going to tell you about Donald Redford. Donald Redford wrote the Encyclopedia of Ancient Egypt. He's no minor. Yes, he's a white man, but he's an incredible white man. He is a man of scholarship, and we have to get over this mentality. Oh, it's a white man, we don't take it. It's a black man, we don't take it. It's an Arab, we don't take it. Wherever there's truth, we accept the truth. What did Mr. Redford say, or Dr. Redford say about slavery? The black experience from the slave to the pharaoh. He writes, I quote, several rulers of the first dynasty have left names on the rock. Drawings indicating the severity of Lower Nubia, the desert people. They took their horses. Egypt had a warlike stance. They would realize that Nubia would provide substantial qualities of manpower. Now we could talk about the Arab Empire. We know that Arab invaded, they took over parts of Africa. We accept that. I'm not here, you know, I love my brother Adnan Rashid, but my point is different on that. I concede that point. We've had people try to justify that and it's wrong. It goes on. The ancient Egyptians would go into Nubia. Nubia is a place of my heart. Why do I love Nubia? Because in Islam we have a prophet called Luqman. Who's Luqman? If you read Badaya wal Nihaya, the stories of the prophets, Ibn Kathir Rahimahullah talks about Luqman, who was a Nubian. He was a Nubian slave, and he calls to the worship of one Allah. The Kemet claim that knowledge came from Kemet and went into Islam. We don't buy it. We believe that the knowledge of Kemet, what I believe, I'm not going to say this universally for all Muslims, but I believe from my research that the knowledge of ancient Kemet came from Islam, the original Muslims, the one with belief in Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. And if you read Surah Luqman, read Surah Luqman. Now, all the Muslims out there, pick up the Surah Luqman and read it in the context of someone that's about to be enslaved. My son, oh my son, I ask you to do it's wisdom after wisdom after wisdom. So the ancient Egypt, they would go and they would enslave people. We've got these on the rocks. This isn't the best picture, I accept that. But we've got the things on the rock. Now,
Source.
yeah.
Source.
So the source is from the Donald Redford, the slave to the pharaoh. So you can check that out. Now another source. Now we know colonizers. Who were the first colonizers in ancient Egypt? We know colonizers make out and they slander the opposition. What were Nubians called? The wretched Cushites. The wretched Cushites. Egyptian, so from this book, The Wretched Cush, Egyptian ideological stereotypes presented Nubian ethnicity in negative terms. And you guys say that Islam is against the black man? Read your history. In celebrating monuments of ancient Egypt state, Nubia could simply be referred as the ancient name for Kush, but must always be called the wretched Kush. So this is colonization. You have to call them the wretched Kush. The negative qualities of Nubians help to define the positive qualities of Egyptians. This was black on black violence, people. Now read the paper. The first colonial empire was Egypt. This is a big paper. You can find this on the internet. The first colonial empire was Egypt. Egyptians professed moral superiority over the miserable Kush, which provided cover for more than 2,000 years of colonial domination. Not 1,000 years. How long has Islam been here? 1,400 years? 2,000 years going into Nubia taking slaves. We have a problem.
We do have a problem. I need you to pause for 1 minute while I swap out a battery. Is that okay? Go for it.
No, that's not okay. No, that's not okay.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Nah, my memory card filled up. It filled up and I had to delete it whilst it was rolling. I lost footage. Why can't you lose footage now, digital? That's not fair.
You guys, just let it roll.
You see, I love Rob. No,
Let Gabs also reply at some point.
I'm going to stop in about 5 minutes. Let you have say something.
5 minutes, yeah.
See?
I'll save some of my sources for this part.
They're prepared, man. Dawa Digital, why are you not prepared for? Come on, man. This is the second time you've held us up now. Let's roll.
Okay.
Give me 5, 10 minutes.
So, let's look at what the Nubian texts say. When the ancient Egypt, when they went into a place, they would write down inscriptions. The Nubians have no courage. They are weak, timid. Their hearts contemptible. They have seen that I'm not mistaken about them. I've seized their women. Oh, let me repeat that for you if you don't hear that. I have seized their women. Who were the women? Black women. So when we talk about Islam going and enslaving black women, we have to be honest. We have to say that Nubians were enslaved. Black Nubians were enslaved. Let me show you how they look. And I accept that this is a modern thing, but they haven't changed because of their color. These are the black women that they went into. Nubia had a rich culture, a beautiful culture. Now, I know you guys love to talk. I'm giving you some white man sources, so just in case, I've got Dr. Ben's book, Africa. Dr. Ben, if you don't know who Dr. Ben is, he's one of the first, one of the greatest Afrocentric scholars. So let me just show you what I've got from Dr. Ben. So we got Dr. Ben's book, we've done the research. Let's see what Dr. Ben admits. And this is why you have to be honest. And you have to tell people the full story. You have to, it's good that black people are enlightened. Love Kemet, I love Kemet. It's got me closer because in the Quran we have at least 3 stories. We have Luqman, we have Yusuf, Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam, and then we have Moses, who's mentioned most. We can't really fully understand that until we understand Kemet. We have to understand why Fir'aun called him a god. I digress. So, Dr. Ben says this. There is no continuation throughout the Middle and the New Kingdom of the ascension. There is the continuation throughout the Middle and the New Kingdom of the essential xenophobic ideology. I'll repeat that. The xenophobic ideology, where stereotypes of barbaric Nubians were portrayed over official art, literature, and worthless representative of chaos. The good evidence of deliberate New Kingdom policy was articulation of both Nubia and the Levant. So we know, Dr. Ben has said it. You can check that, I'll give you the page reference number after. It was a slave religion. Now, when they would go and they would present, you know, they say, oh, you know, Islam allows slavery, this, that, and that. We've dealt with that. You know, I'm not going to head to defend those Arabs, you know. But we have to be honest. The ancient Nubians were presented to the gods of ancient. This is going to hurt. The gods Amun. After securing them. Now we know some of the great generals. We know the Pharaoh Tammuz. Bro, rejoice, your good father Amun has delivered your enemy to Joppa. people of the sea, send people to lead the captives, order to your father Amun-Ra. Amun-Ra, king of the gods. Who was Amun-Ra? I would say to the Muslim, do your research. Find out who Amun-Ra was. Now, when you might disagree that I could be making all of this up, even though I presented it, but we've got inscriptions. We've got thousands of years of inscriptions. We've got the Egyptian Kemet. Now, does that look, what color is that? It looks like a black woman to me. They enslaved black women. If you don't believe me, that's probably a clearer picture. That's a Nubian. That's a Nubian.
Can you give us some sources?
Yeah. I've given you those sources. So this is Nubian. This is on the Nubian prisoners attached to Pharaoh's war, Charlotte. It's called the dynasty of
What dynasty was this?
I'll give you the dynasty.
You said
Tutankhamun's war chest. Tutankhamun's war chest. Now, accept that that's a later period. Let's have a look.
What's that? What's this meant to be?
Tutankhamun's war chest.
Wait, hold it up again.
It's a picture of black people being taken by the ancient Kemet.
Is that the Egyptians or?
Is it Egyptians, Nubians, what is it?
No, it's the Nubians. It's been Nubians.
And they're taken by who? I can't tell.
By the Tutankhamun's, or by the Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians.
No.
What does it say Nubians?
Hold on, wait.
So this
Hold
is
on,
the
wait,
dynasty.
hold on. Okay. You showed me Tutankhamun's war chest.
Yeah.
So it's a war chest.
Yeah.
Now, on the next picture, show me this.
Yeah,
Now,
this is closer. This is an
okay.
upgrade.
So those are the Nubians. So
That's right.
is this what are you showing? The war chest?
So
or
I'm
slavery? What are you
I'm showing on the war chest they had depictions, and on the depictions they showed who they took. The
In the
people,
war?
yes,
Prisoners of war?
the people who they took were black people.
The war in the war.
Yes.
Are you using primary sources or secondary?
So what's your
That's
point?
the Tutankhamun.
So they have
So
the
my
war
point is,
and they're taking people.
no, we're just finishing,
okay.
concluding now.
But are they Nubians though?
Huh?
They've been established for the Nubians.
So
Yeah, are those Nubians? Did you say?
they were Nubians.
These are Nubians?
That's, I mean, I'll put it closer to the camera. That's as Nubian as you get,
But how do you know
and as
that's
black
Nubian?
as you get.
Aren't the Egyptians as black as that as well?
They were black, but,
Yeah,
but they came from Nubia. They went into Nubia. We have a history of Egypt going into Nubia. And
Bro, you don't know what the fuck.
Okay, no, yeah.
Bring it back again.
Oh,
the camera. Bring it
You
back.
don't
Back for
know
the
what
camera,
it
please.
is.
Put that in.
Have a look.
Yeah, put it in the camera.
Put that in.
Hold on. Keep it still. Keep it still.
And let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you.
They ain't giving the king, the pharaoh, nothing.
Yeah. This is.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
He's gonna bring me the medicine. Let him bring me the medicine.
Yeah, he gonna
I'm bringing the cure.
Don't bring you the medicine.
Okay, so just for if you
So
guys,
these are
so
new
this
bits,
might be, this is a war chest or Tutankhamun. You've
War
got
chest,
everything there. Go on, have a look.
I don't know.
The battle
So we're going from war to from
Do
slavery
you know,
to
do you know
war.
what war that is?
I don't know what war that is.
You don't know the war?
No, I don't know.
But do you know? How do you know it's Nubians though?
It is Nubians because when you do the research and he says in the book that this was Nubians. I haven't got the book with
So
me.
you haven't,
book?
so you,
Which
so
book?
you haven't verified
no,
if it's a Nubian.
no, that is
Some
Nubians.
cut and paste scholarship blood. Like,
That's what you do. That's what you do with Hadith. That's what you do with Hadith. Muhammad was a white man. Muhammad was a white man. He cut and paste. Oh, you don't
I've
like
got the
it?
Hadith.
It's coming
No,
back,
I've
boy.
got the Hadith.
It's coming. Yeah, and I've got the research.
fine.
I've got the
Nah,
research.
bro.
It's fine, we'll
Same
leave
thing,
that.
my friend.
No, we leave it. We leave
Cut
it.
and
It's fine.
paste
Okay,
research,
cool.
man.
It's fine.
And you want to call
let's
Gary
talk about-
Google, you know?
Okay. So no.
It's fine.
Gary Google gave me this idea. You know, I had to drop that in. Sorry, that was prepared. But anyway, Sarah loves to talk about
Gary
Muhammad
Glitter,
as
you
the
know,
white man.
after-
Yeah.
After
Muhammad
you're
as the
following a man
white
that
man.
had sex with a 9-year-old, you want to call Gary Glitter.
Okay.
Them kind of thing there.
Okay, so let's
Them
look
kinda
at what
thing
Sarah worships. Oh, this
I
is
don't
gonna
worship
hurt.
anything.
Oh, you beautiful Ra, you brilliant one who repents, connecting darkness. You who came from white light. Sarah worships white light. A white man, he comes from, you know, he hates the term white man. White light. That's where it comes. That's on the tomb of
What are you
Ramsey.
smoking, fam?
Is that Kemetan?
That's
Is that
yeah, you
Kemet
can have a
language?
look. The tomb of Ramses, I think 9.
No, I mean the language.
Yeah.
It's translated
Yeah, it's
into
translated,
English.
yeah, it's translated.
From
And that's the first book I said, Mr.
No, I'm
Dr.
saying
Redman. From Dr. Redman, yeah.
and he said what language? What
Yeah,
language
yeah.
was it?
He
Man said, I
translated
worship
it.
white
He-
light.
No,
you
from
know.
what
Man
language,
don't,
I'm
he never
saying?
asked me. He's telling people what I worship.
Yeah.
Never asked me. He gonna tell people what I worship.
Right,
my
you
God.
say.
I don't worship anything.
Okay.
Just know that.
Okay.
I worship myself, if anything.
But you believe the white man is not superior to you. You believe you're the white man's father, right?
What's that got to do with white light?
Yeah. You believe
But what's that got to do
I
with
am
white
your
light?
father. I am your father.
But
That's
what's
what
that
we
got to
hear
do
from
with white
Sarah.
lights, though?
What has that got to do with white
White
light?
light, yeah.
Because you believe you're superior because you're black.
I said, what has that got to do with white light? Are you going to answer that question?
Yeah, because you, I know you, listen, I know you worship or you
don't know anything.
You elevate the white light. Amun-Ra is where you can check on Titan's TV.
Mate,
yeah,
you're drowning,
Manat.
You're drowning, bro.
Manat. Yeah, the philosophy of justice, the philosophy of
Manat. No, it's Manat. You don't even correct it. You don't even know what you're talking about.
So it comes from that. She's the.
Can we stay on track, please? Because because no offense, Sarah, but this was between him and Gabs. Is that between A and B? You can see yourself out of it.
He told me that he told me what I worship.
So
he's telling me what I worship. So it's not got to do with me.
You know what he reminds me of? You know that Arab guy. You know that Arab guy that goes, "Oh, you habis, you blah blah blah, you donkey, blah blah blah." He's carrying on like him right now. Do you know what I mean? When we're having a discussion, it's his A to B, C way out.
Yeah, but you're a child though.
So I'm a child.
Yeah, you're a child though.
Okay, I'll deal with you afterwards.
You're a child.
Yeah. So this is hurting. Yeah, go on.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Just correction. Muhammad peace upon him, he was a white man.
I know he wasn't.
If we say white man, that means European, blue eyes, green eyes, and white color.
We agree.
He was a brown man, Arab man. That's the middle.
That's not what the hadith says.
Leather correction. You nominate Nubian, they slave other black people.
Oh yes.
But doesn't mean the Arabs, they didn't do it. They was doing it.
I don't think you've been listening, my brother. You haven't been listening.
He just said that
brother,
5 minutes ago.
Look, we're having a
finish, I go, I promise. They was doing it, the Arab people, till the Islam come. And Prophet Muhammad explained to the whole humankind, we all one body. Now, after Muhammad, peace upon him, when he passed away, a lot of things come back what it was in Jahiliyyah. I tell you now, up to now they do slavery.
No, we agree with that. That's the message we're trying to get out to Muslims as well. You know, we shouldn't defend something that's wrong. You know, the Persians who looked at Hellenistic thought and believed in Aristotle's natural slavery, they put that in Islamic books.
Brother,
now there's hadith. Now there's
give me 1 second. I want to speak the truth. And I fear only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everybody knows Abdul Wahab. 2007 I was in Umrah. As I'm walking in Shari' Ibrahim al-Khalil, the boulevard Ibrahim Khalil, I saw this and I'm witness and I'm gonna say it in the day of judgment. A fat Arab man with his belly smoking shisha, and black man, I would say in Africa somewhere, massage his feet. Can you explain that?
I'm not here to explain it. I'm against it. I don't think you've been listening, my brother. I'm against it. Me and you are on the same side.
So are you saying that Gabs is for slavery then?
No, I'm saying that my position, you weren't here, so I respect, I'll restate my position. My position is that there is being slavery within Muslims, right? But as Kalam said on Titan's TV this weekend, that wasn't because of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It wasn't because of the Quran. Yeah, there were some Muslims who justified it and we condemn it. But what we're also saying is that you guys have to condemn the slavery that would happen in ancient Kemet.
Yeah, but do you think we're going to say yes, slavery is good?
No, but you guys don't tell the honest story. Do you tell the honest story?
What do you mean the honest story?
No, there's people.
You've never asked us what's the slavery there.
There's people out there that deny. I have spoken to
deny that there was slavery.
They deny there was slavery from Kemet onto the Nubians. And the Nubians are important.
Carry with the presentation.
So the presentation, so praise be. I won't go to that one. Anyway, going back to what the brother just said, this is actually nice.
Forget the brother.
No. Going back to what the brother said, he said, you know, in the history of Islam, we've had hadith. We've got hadith that condemn black people. We've got hadith. Just 1 second, bro. 1 second. We've got hadith that say some horrible things. According to Imam Bukhari and Imam Jawzi, in 100 fabricated hadith, all of those hadith that are against black people are fabricated. You can read Sheikh Albani in Saracen, volume 2, page 158. All the traditions depicting Abyssinians and Sudanese are pure fabrication and mutton analysis. So we need.
What year was that written?
I don't know what year it's written. But Ibn Qayyim Jawziyah was 1350. So this is ancient. They knew people were adding stuff up to enslave people. So when we say that Islam legislates slavery, it's wrong. And we want to be honest. We want people to understand We want people to understand that this is what empires do, and even the Kemet did it. So over to you, my brother.
Wow. First and foremost, I want to deal with those slides that you brought up.
Yeah.
The Nubians. I want to know, for one, who were the Egyptian people? What time period was it in? And who were the Egyptians? Because you said the Egyptians, but you remember, you have to realize there were different cultures and people that were ruling in the land of Egypt. That's one. So I need to know the time periods, and I need to know who were the Egyptians that were ruling. Also, you showed me, you brought up Tutankhamun's war chest. And you were showing us little cuts of slides. But the war chest, you was bringing up a war chest and then inserting slavery. But I'm kind of confused because prisoners of war, do you know what I mean? I'm trying to understand the slavery that we're talking about. The slavery we're talking about is people being taken, servitude, taken. Mass numbers, castrated, work the fields, do this, do that. What you just shown there is a war chest. And I'm waiting for you, maybe you might have it in there. If you can show me some glyphs of, or show me something where there was actual slavery, where people was doing that stuff, and you know what I mean? And then also, another reason why I have an issue with that, and the reason why I need to know who were the Egyptians, because we know that Nubian kings were ruling in Egypt, in Upper Egypt.
That's true.
So I need to understand: are the Nubians enslaving themselves? You know what I mean? Is it who are the ones that they're enslaving? So that's why I need to know what was the time period that you had, because we do know Nubians were kings of Egypt. So if you got any time periods,
so we have got time periods. We know. So this will be useful for people who are watching it. So you see, on the Nile Valley there was two sides. You had the Egyptian side and you had the Nubian side. Can everyone see that? That's really useful.
Alright, yeah. So it's just one landmass?
So there's one landmass, the Nile Valley district. So we had different tribes within those. This is the pre-dynasty. The pre-dynasty.
But a modern map.
A modern map with modern lines.
Okay. With modern lines, definitions. Say definitions of Egypt and Libya.
So we had the ancient Egypt, Well, me and you can have a debate on this.
Do you know when that map was drawn? That's the Berlin Conference.
The ancient Kerma.
That's 1881 map.
That was the 1881.
Yes, because that's Berlin Conference lines, bro.
No, that's not Berlin Conference lines. That's
the
ancient world. That map is there.
Not ancient map.
That map is there.
Ancient.
Look at the lines.
Yeah, so we're using it as a demonstration just to show people.
Okay, well, so where's Upper and Lower Egypt?
Upper and Lower Egypt?
So Upper Egypt was there. We had the first tribe. So within Egypt, the ancient, prehistoric, pre-dynasty, dynasty, they had tribes. Within those tribes, they had their own gods. The Nubians had their own gods.
Nonsense.
You could read Dr. Ben on this. Dr. Ben said that they had different gods. In Africa, I'll show you the reference in a minute. Dr. Ben also said that there wasn't one god. There was two gods. He said that Patawa was one god and Amon-Ra was...
Are you talking about Ptah, yeah?
Anyway, we're going back to this. So this was how it was separated, the Nile Valley.
Could you show them this as well when you're going to do it? This is Nubia.
Show them.
This is Nubia.
That's Nubia there.
The same Nubia you're talking about.
So in Nubia, I asked everyone to watch the BBC documentary of ancient Nubia. Just type in BBC, Lost Kingdom of Nubia. Fantastic documentary. As Gabs said just right now, he said that the ancient Egyptians went into Nubia and they enslaved people. What happened was the Nubians then took over Egypt and it became a double kingdom. It didn't last very long, but you see. So this is, he goes into, so what happened initially, they had temples. So the Egyptians went into the old dynasty, went into Nubia, and they built temples. So I'm giving you the time period. Don't worry. So Taharqa, he was one of the Nubians who became a pharaoh. Taharqa went in and he conquered Egypt. We've got inscriptions of him giving slaves to Amon-Ra, and this is in Nubia. It's not very clear, but anyone watched the documentary.
So this is... Hold on. Show me. Hold on. So what is this? This is a temple in where?
This is in Nubia.
In Nubia.
Yeah. I'll tell you exactly where
Egyptian slaves.
So he's giving black Nubian Palestinian slaves and he's giving Egyptian slaves. This is
So
in Jebel
Bakr.
Yeah, but he's a black. This is a black
Show
man.
this camera, please.
Jebel Bakr. Check it out.
Wait. Yeah.
So let's go back to the black pharaoh. Let's go back to the black pharaoh.
Interesting stuff here, guys, huh?
We're going back to the black pharaoh.
Some copy and paste, some copy and paste scholarship, right?
Well,
Right.
this is our new Saracen's Google, by the way. Gary's not here.
Gary Glitter, I mean Gary Google.
Gary's not here today.
We have to use the document. Wherever there's knowledge, people, we find the knowledge.
You see the
Whether it be from
disrespect,
black
though?
people, whether it be from Arab people,
disrespect though. Because if Gary came and said something to you like that, like you're a paedophile, because Gary Glitter is a paedophile, isn't it?
No, I don't.
He's a paedophile.
I don't
No,
call
but
Gary
he
a
is.
paedophile. But you can't say anything.
No, but all right then, cool. That's all right. No, we know the disrespect now.
You disrespect the prophet.
Yeah, because he was a paedophile. No, but he was one. Gary's not one. All right, no, because we're going disrespect now. No, because we're going disrespect now. We're going disrespect now.
Don't go there.
No, that's my brother. I'm going to defend him. You're going to call him Gary Glitter.
I'm not.
Whatever, bro. Be careful about what?
No,
Are you silly?